Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Push the Chevy to the levee, cause the levee was dry. It's breakfast with Bob.
And Poncho Man, everybody. Oh, welcome back to Day One, Breakfast with Bob, our Kona World Championship edition from beautiful Huggo's on the Rocks. My name is Bob Babbitt, brought to you by HOKA Fly Human Fly, Master Spas, Precision Fuel and Hydration, Crush Your Race Nutrition, Deboer, Outrigger Kona Resort and Spa, stay longer, save more. And of course, our Challenge Athletes Foundation, our next guest, 2022 Ironman World Champion, Chelsea Sodaro. USA, exactly. How you doing, Chels?
I'm good. Yeah, really happy to be here with you.
And it's a treat to have you with us. And so you come here for 2 weeks, spend some time, go home for a couple weeks, and then come back. Training went well?
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good group of guys with me. I had 4 dudes supporting my training camp, which was very cool as a female athlete. And it was great to be on the island. It's great to be back now.
So when I look at your World Championships, 2022 you win here, 2023 in Kona you're 6th, 2024 3rd. When the lights are the brightest, you seem to really step up. You seem to like that. What is it about World Championships that means a lot to you and you do well?
Yeah, I think that some athletes are just gamers and they like the pressure and enjoy the big moments. And I definitely, enjoy being around the best competition. I think I get the most out of myself when, I'm racing the best.
So when you won this race, what changed in your world? Because you surprised a lot of people that day.
Yeah, it was definitely life-changing. I guess I knew that this race was a really big deal, but I didn't understand how big of a deal it was.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I was in like major magazines and it was pretty mainstream news. It kind of was a moment that transcended triathlon because of my motherhood story. I was in the New York Times.
Yep.
And I was way more visible and had a much larger platform very quickly, but it's been such a privilege.
And the journey is, you go from a great runner at Berkeley and running on the Diamond League circuit, and next thing you know, just injury after injury after injury, you're doing this swimming and riding just to rehab from all the running injuries. And I think it was Steve who said, watching Gwen win the gold medal, goes, you should try that.
I know. I really have to give Gwen a lot of credit. She was such an inspiration for me back in 2016, with winning the medal and being so dominant. And now I actually train with her a bit in Boulder, Colorado. Where
oh, really?
So
you guys
really
got to train together.
Quite full circle. Yeah.
That is very cool. And so when that happens, Steve says you should do that. October 2016, you reach out to Paulo Sousa, move to San Diego, become a Pauigian, training in San Diego. And now at that point, was the goal to do the ITU circuit, or was it the longer distance?
No, I definitely had an Olympic dream at that time, and my plan was to try and qualify for, I guess it would have been Tokyo at that point. But plans changed a couple of years later. Well,
because you're traveling for the ITU races, but there really isn't that age group component. You're going and you're sort of in a hotel room, do a race, go to another, and that's sort of what you did in running, and it's not that much fun compared to coming here and having all these amazing age group athletes who are sharing the same journey with you. It seemed like that sort of touched your soul a little differently.
Yeah, I think the community in Ironman racing and long distance racing is really special, even though, we're going different paces out there sometimes. We're all enduring the same things. And I feel like I'm something bigger than just my own individual goals, or I feel like I'm doing something bigger than just, my swimming, biking, and running. I feel like I'm part of a greater group. So
now at this race, I think we've got more moms as female pros than we've ever had. When you won, Natasha Bodman had been a mom, but you were the second woman to win as a mom. It must make you pretty happy to see all of these moms out here realizing that becoming a mom doesn't mean your career is over.
Yeah, I really set a big goal after that win in 2022 to do something meaningful with the moment, and have done quite a bit of advocacy work to, I guess, create more visibility around my story and really bring to light the resources that are needed for women like me to excel at this level while choosing motherhood and sport at the same time. I'm actually putting on my very first event this year in 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks from this weekend. It's the October 25th through 26th.
Yes.
It's called Unlocking Yes. It's to benefit For All Mothers, which is this amazing nonprofit. They give grants to female athletes. They consult with businesses on best family leave and maternity leave practices. And they also help races implement lactation stations and childcare. And this year in Kona, there is a lactation station here, which is so incredible. And of course, like, I'm, a gamer, I think, and I love competing more than anything, but I really hope to leave the sport in a better place than I found it. And when I see things happening like lactation stations, I feel like we're doing something right.
Well, and also out of COVID, PTO comes up with with basically maternity leave and paternity leave, which is something that's never happened before in the sport. So there's a lot more really, really good things happening along those lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
So preparation for this race has gone well, I'm guessing. And when I look at this year, you got a third at Ironman Sweden. And when I look at the, Eagleman, second there, second in 70.3 Pennsylvania, DNF St. George.
It's been a cluster.
I was going to say, it's been, you're looking at it and you're going, when I see a 3:11 marathon at Sweden, I'm like, uh-oh, that's not Chelsea.
Yeah, it's been a total cluster of a season. I got like every possible preschool virus one can get.
Oh, that's right.
And I tore my calf. So it's been a lot of adversity this year. I don't necessarily know what to expect this weekend. I've done the best preparation I can within the circumstances.
Yes.
But I think more than anything, I'm just excited to be part of the race and to really celebrate this incredible event.
Well, and coming off of 2024, third at Nice at the World Championships, and you were winning Ironman New Zealand, which was awesome, and winning 70.3 Tasmania, second in Toronto. So you had last year was awesome.
It's been a really rough couple of years, I think. There have been like some moments of greatness or solid performances, but like in any career, we have some really amazing highs and then some adversity. And this year has been about overcoming that adversity for me. And really, like, I think the test oftentimes for athletes is if you can enjoy the process when things are really hard.
Right.
And I have had to test that this year. Things have been really challenging, but I have such an amazing team around me. My coach, Neil Henderson, who I've been working with for a year now, has just been like the brightest light. He's brilliant. He's coming on the show later this week, which I'm really excited for. I'm working with Julie Dibbins for my swim, and Julie has been so fun to be around. She's such a cool, calm, and collected person. And then I have a really great PT that I work with, an awesome sports psych. My family is as involved as ever. So I think we've just been trying to like enjoy the ups and downs.
Well, and it's not like people were thinking before 2022 that you were going to win the race or be on the podium. It was one of those things where you took a lot of people by surprise. And right now, if people are discounting and saying, Chelsea, well, she's not going to be a factor, there's no reason why you can't prove people wrong again.
Thank you.
Right? And I remember watching you running that day when you won here. And we kept seeing you slow down at the aid stations. We're like, oh, my God, she's cramping. Something's going on. And meanwhile, you're running 2:51. You're having this phenomenal day. But was that the plan, to make sure that, okay, I'm running hard between the aid stations, but I'm going to make sure I get everything I need?
Yeah, I think, obviously the conditions here are quite unique, and it's all about managing your energy and your core temp and making sure you take care of yourself out there. You're really like thinking about how you're going to feel in the last part of the race and making good decisions around that. Yeah,
exactly. When you were doing the T100s last year, where you did London, and what's difficult about those is it's a world-class field every time you go to the starting line with those guys. And trying to balance that with 70.3 and full, that's a tough ask.
Yeah, I mean, I think the travel alone is pretty insane. And for where I'm at in my life and career and work, I don't want to travel that much right now. I really have been enjoying racing on the Ironman circuit this year. It's been a treat.
when I look back, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, but when you're talking about your, 10K PR of 32:05 and 5K of 15:10 and two-time national champion, All-American UC Berkeley, that running background was so awesome.
I keep on saying to Neil that all of those times were before the super shoes.
See?
Right?
They were before super shoe.
Do the races again with the super shoes. It's just hard to fit in. Running like on the track or, a standalone half marathon or marathon is really hard on your body.
Yes.
So it's tricky to fit it in. But at some point, I'm like, oh, that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Fun to set some new PRs in my mid-30s as a triathlete would be cool.
Well, so what do you think the plated shoes in terms of a marathon?
Oh my gosh, what a great opportunity to talk about On, who is my sponsor.
Okay.
They are like the athletes brand. Their professional athletes are at the front and center of everything they do. And so I'll actually be racing in the light spray shoes that they have. They're called the Cloud Boom LS. And they have this amazing upper that's literally sprayed on. You've never felt a lighter shoe in your entire life.
Prototype? Real?
They're real.
Okay.
Yeah. They're real.
They're public. I mean,
they're beautiful.
People can buy them.
So the technology is amazing. I think they're probably extending careers as long as you're like doing the right strengthening for your feet and lower legs. But yeah.
That's one of the things Patrick Lange talked about was the benefit was the recovery from the super shoes. Is that what you're seeing with the carbon?
Yeah, I think so. If you can integrate them into training properly, then you're able to go hard again much quicker than maybe before when we had to take several days easy in between hard sessions.
And are you healthy leading into this?
I've done my best to get here in one piece. Yeah.
I love it. What would it mean to you to win a second title?
For me, Bob, this race is I'm in love with this race, and I just want to have my best possible performance.
Right.
I want to express my fitness and give it everything and see where that lands me.
I love it. And when does Sky get over here?
She gets here tomorrow. I've been telling her that I found Nemo because the water, I don't know if you've seen, the water is so clear right now.
So clear,
it's
yes.
Beautiful. I've been telling her, I said, I found Nemo. And she goes, did you find Nemo or did you find a clownfish? So she's on it.
She knows.
Yeah. So we're going to go snorkeling. I'm really excited.
Love it. And having her here in terms of the lead into the race, is it just mellow you out to the point where, because she doesn't really care. It's all about mommy just enjoys.
She is full on. My parents are coming here. They're going to watch her. This is a team operation. I am not, to be fully transparent, I am like working this week, so I have a lot of help, and she's going to be doing fun things while I prep for the race, and then after the race we will be on vacation for a while.
I don't think any other athlete here has a support guy who's a sub 4 minute miler. Anybody? No?
My husband is amazing.
Yeah, Steve.
He's amazing. Yeah.
And he's sub 4 minute miler.
He is by far the best athlete in our family. I just am very hardworking and disciplined, I think. But
yes.
He's amazing. He's been such an incredible support for me. We've been doing this whole triathlon thing together from the start. I wouldn't be doing this still if it wasn't for him.
So just the whole idea of reaching out to moms, letting them know they can be athletes, a lot of times this can be a very selfish sport where you ride, you run, you swim, but you're doing it for more than that. Does that help you in your training and racing?
I think it's really, a lot of us have a lot of mom guilt, and of course this can feel like a very selfish pursuit, but you know what I think is really good for the world is when we are doing things that make us feel alive. I just think that brings really great energy into our communities and to our families and the people around us. So I've done a big reframe actually, that of course there's aspects of the work that require a lot of focus and discipline and single-mindedness, but if I can bring the best version of myself to my family, because I find so much joy in the work, like that's good for everybody.
Love it. How about a round of applause for Ironman World Champion, Chelsea Sodaro.
Bye, Miss American Pie. Push the Chevy to the levee, cause the levee was dry. And it's Breakfast with Bob.
And Poncho Man, everybody.
Yes, sir.